Did we meet? I don't think I was there in October. Yeah, I wasn't there for, okay,
Neil, Luke, and I.
okay. And we have no minutes for that one yet, right?
Well, actually, no, the last meeting was canceled.
Okay.
The-
I'd like to, call the meeting up.
You gotta turn on our,
Your phone close to you because nobody can hear you.
Okay, it's 6:05 PM on Thursday, November 21st. I'd like to call the meeting of the Ware Ethics Committee to order with the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Next up on our agenda, we're going to review minutes. I have in front of me the draft minutes from the meeting on September 19th, 2024.
I'll make a motion to,
Yeah,
So-
I'll move to accept.
Vote
okay,
to accept. Carl, you want to second that?
I'll second.
Okay. I haven't yet had an opportunity. I do see one error just as I'm reviewing, and it has to do with the spelling of my name, so I'll make a notation on this
Okay,
for you. So to change the spelling on my name. There's a lot of E's in that name, so. And I see no other revisions.
any other comments?
No. So with the exception of the spelling of the name, I vote to accept the minutes from September 19th, 2024.
I too.
Aye,
Okay.
3-0.
All right, so the third item of business is we received late last week correspondence from our chair, Luke Drake. That correspondence was received by all members of the Ethics Committee and also forwarded to the Board of Selectmen. And I'm looking to see if I have a copy. Carl, do you have a copy of that?
I don't have my
Okay,
iPad.
sure.
I just got back from vacation, so.
I can read that into the record.
Okay.
So let me just see if I can pull that up quickly. But the issue at hand is that our chair, Luke Drake, has resigned from the Ethics Committee, effective, I'll have to look at the date of the correspondence. But that's on the table tonight to discuss. See which email it got sent to.
Trying to get a signal.
Wi-Fi is not strong. Sorry, I'm having a hard time pulling it up.
Maybe you can get it at a later date.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to because I can't
Yeah.
pull it up. But, so, Luke Drake tendered his resignation to the Ethics Committee, and also in that correspondence also noted that he had, at the previous meeting in September, offered Suzanne Coohey as a potential replacement for Wendy Curry, who had also resigned the committee. And in his letter indicated that both he and Suzanne would not, so Suzanne had rescinded her interest in being member in the Ethics Committee, and that he was resigning his membership in this committee at this time. And so at hand is although we have quorum with 3, it makes quorum pretty thin for, in my opinion, issues of reviewing complaints if one of the members has to recuse himself because of a conflict of interest. And so I think it's in our best interest to look to fill those 2 vacancies so that we would have a full complement to be able to review ethics complaints in a manner such as if someone does have to recuse himself. So,
May I just make a comment?
of course.
I agree with you, but I think as a technical matter, if there are only 3 members on the committee, a quorum is 2, not 3 out of 5, but 50% plus 1 of 3, so that technically 2 people could meet, I think, and conduct business. But I agree with you that it would be very unfair not to have a full quorum,
Sure.
if possible.
And going by our implementation document, it says talks about a formation of the Ethics Committee itself. The second part of Part 1 says a quorum of 3 or more committee members shall be necessary to hear any complaint that is filed.
Sure.
And so they're making the assumption that we have 5
Yep.
members. So that's our guiding document.
Yep, you're correct.
So I believe that we should get back to 5, and then we'll meet our quorum to review any complaints.
Sure.
They don't want to have us just have 2 people doing the work.
I agree.
Of 5.
I spoke with one person today and asked if he would be interested, and he said no, he had another committee assignment, didn't want to do it. I've also asked another person, somebody who ran for elective office from the town and lost. I haven't heard back from him yet. I hope you folks have.
Well, so I was thinking about this on my drive in this evening because I knew it was going to be a hot topic. And one of the things I'm struck with is that one of our pending ethics complaints has to do with the way that another board selection process was managed. And so I'm really mindful of the fact that there's, from my estimation, it's really important that whatever way we proceed, that we proceed very transparently with a clear process that other people, that many people have access to, and that we do it in a manner where we notify and warn the townspeople that this is an eligible vacancy, and that we go through a wholly democratic process to be able to. We were given the information by council that it is our decision based on our implementation document that we can select the members for any vacancies for the Ethics Committee. That was noted in at the Board of Selectmen meeting. It was also noted in email to our committee. And so, my motion would be to, 1, advertise that we are looking for 2 members for our committee, and any interested party in town could apply for committee membership by sending us a letter of interest. as to why they'd like to be on the committee, and that the three of us would review those letters and go through the process of selection in that manner. So that's my
Second,
motion.
Okay. So your motion is to advertise looking for 2 additional Ethics Committee members and looking for a letter of interest from those prospective members, and the 3 of us would review and then fill the vacancy from
but, yes,
that pool.
but there may or may not be an outpouring.
Agreed?
And if you know of anybody who might be interested, contact them and have them submit the letter.
Agreed.
I do know that Luke had received an email when he was chair from a prospective Ethics Committee member, and he told that person that there would be like an election in March for committee members. I don't know if that person wants to come on as a filling a vacancy or wanted a full-term membership, so I'll
Reach
I
out to that
think-
person.
I think you got the email, and I'll have to send it to your Proton email.
Thank
So
you.
you can look at it also. But it should be in your inbox.
I'll have to
I
look.
think Luke sent it to everybody on the committee.
Okay.
So any other discussion about that process?
No,
Do you want a deadline, as a part of that motion? Do we want a deadline, a date that would be the, please respond by date if somebody's interested?
well, our next meeting's December 19th. So,
What's the kind of advertising you're thinking of? Posted on the town
was
website,
that
Yes.
of
the town
course.
website?
Yeah, and then
Can you
we
just-
can also, I think, go in and announce it at Board of Selectmen meeting.
Is it legitimate to post it on some ware-related discussion board,
Sure.
Facebook or something?
Absolutely, I think we could do that.
So post vacancy on the town website. And then you said also post it.
This is not part of the motion, this is just
Oh,
discussion.
Just discussion, how we're gonna convey the vacancies.
So, read into the record at the Board of Selectmen meeting, which is also a recorded meeting that's played, could have it posted on the town website. And also,
I know there's a Facebook
There's a We Are Aware Facebook page.
where there's a lot of discussion.
yeah, I could post it to that.
Yes.
I have no problem with that. With the deadline of receipt of correspondence by our December 19th meeting?
December 15th would be.
December
a-
15th?
That way we get a chance to at least review it before our
Yeah.
December 19th meeting.
Fine,
So we'll put
19th,
December 15th.
18th, 17th, 16th. That's a Sunday, I think.
Well, it can be, it's gonna be an email correspondence. We're looking for some kind of.
Yeah, and we should, so that folks don't have to go and write a letter to the post office, they can email
They
us.
can email we can have it go to the Ware Ethics Committee website.
Yep.
I mean, the Ware Ethics Committee email, I'll put that in
Yep.
the official motion.
You know, that's what you'll do when you
Right, when I
do
write
the
up
advertising.
right.
Yeah, okay.
I'll have that posted to any inquiries or wishes to join, and I'll
But-
list the Ware Ethics Committee.
But also make sure that you give
Email.
a physical address, because there may be some people out there who do not use the internet.
And just do 15 Flanders
Yeah,
Road.
Just as a point of, and I don't know the answer to this, you're looking at filling 2 vacancies. I believe that the way that it's written in that document is that the vacancies are filled until the next election.
Right.
I think. It's not filling,
I can read it.
that'd be great.
It says, should a vacancy in the committee arise The remaining members of the Ethics Committee shall elect a town citizen to serve out the remainder of the term.
Oh, so it's not till the next election
Remainder
cycle?
of the term.
Okay.
Any tie shall be resolved by the vote of the town moderator.
Okay, so Neil and I, if I'm recalling this correctly, Neil and I are in 2-year terms that are up in March.
Luke was 2026. His term expired in 2026. I think his was also the same as Wendy. I replaced Suzanne,
Okay.
and there was two that was.
And she was a one-year term.
She was a 1-year, then there were
She was the
two
one- I
2
replaced the
years and
one-
2 3-years.
I took
Yep.
Suzanne's place.
Okay,
Then Luke and Wendy were 2026, and you're 2025. You had a 2-year term.
Yes.
Yes.
Correct.
okay.
So we need, our 2 vacancies are for the 2026.
So that means they'll be serving for a year and a half, or a year and a
Correct,
quarter.
Yep.
yeah, till March of 2026.
Okay. Carl, I'm going to ask you if you can kind of repeat back to me what, because I think the motion has morphed in its specificity.
So you want me to put the part in there about you want to put the official vacancy statement in the motion? Okay.
I do. I think it's important if you're signing up for something, you have an understanding of what it means.
So back to the motion, the Ware Ethics Committee is going to advertise looking for 2 replacement committee members, looking
Who will serve until town meeting of
Right.
2026.
who will fill the vacancy for, till the end of term of 2026. Both members will be serving till March of 2026. And we're looking for letters of interest, and it'll be via our Ware Ethics Committee email. And we would like to have those letters of interest no later than December 15th, so we can review those and make a decision at our next Ethics Committee meeting on December 19th. We are also gonna use 3 different ways to inform the public of the need. We're gonna post the vacancy on the town website. We're gonna read it into public comment at the Board of Selectmen, next Board of Selectmen meeting. And then we're gonna use the Ware Facebook page, We Are Ware Facebook page, to look for interested candidates.
Sounds good.
That's it?
Okay, so that's
Oh,
the,
one thing, make sure when you talk about emailing, that you also say, or a letter written
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, or I'll add, and add the town hall,
sure.
Town office.
town office. Should I make it attention to the moderator, or?
No, just the Ware Ethics Committee.
Where
will
ethics,
get it.
yeah, I'll just put the 15 Flanders Memorial Road, Ware, New Hampshire, 03281.
Okay, so,
Attention, Ware Ethics Committee.
all right, so that's the updated,
The
Motion on the
seconder
table.
agrees.
yep. All right, so, put that to vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so, that's the plan. All right, so secondarily, regarding Luke's resignation, it puts the chair of this committee on the table. And so I think we should probably discuss how to move forward with that.
I think you'd make a good chair, so I nominate, we need to do that. If nominations are open, I nominate Eileen.
At this time, I'm going to say no, just because unfortunately, I have a lot going on, and it's fairly well known. My house is on the market in town, so
One meeting.
is it one meeting?
No. At the next meeting, presumably, we're going to select replacements. And at that point, we could elect a
It's-
different chair.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's still, I'm chairing it for this meeting, and I will agree to chair the meeting for the next meeting, which the sum total of that is coming up with the agenda for the next meeting, and running the meeting. From that point, like I said, my house is on the market in the town of Ware. It's not a secret. And so at any point, I might not be a resident of the town of Ware. And so I want to be mindful of that in terms of the leadership of this committee. I think it's important to have some consistency. I'm happy to run the next two meetings. I'm more than happy to do that. I just want to make sure that whoever's in this position is in the position of having some longevity with it. So that's what's on my mind. But so for the purposes of chair, I'm gonna,
Would you like a nomination?
I'm just, I think we can, sure, say that I'll chair for November and
I
December.
nominate Eileen to chair the committee for the next two meetings.
And I'll second.
Okay, and put that to vote.
So,
All those in favor?
aye.
Aye?
Okay, unanimous, so I will chair for now and December. Okay.
Chair till December.
All right. We have some correspondence. Let me just make sure that that's what's next on the agenda. I think it is.